Hey guys, this is my Razer Academy guide. You probably just checked out Creepo's Leona guide. It was the last one. And I'm going to be covering a game against CLG NH, the scrim. I'm playing Maokai this game. I'm going to start off by saying a little tip. As soon as you spawn, especially on a lot of jungles where you buy boots and 3 health potions, what you can do is buy the health pots first. Run forward to the edge of the spawn, and then buy boots. This gives you like a little bit of a time advantage. Our strategy here, level 1, is we want to do like a 2v1 top in this instance. So we're going to send 2 people top. The reason we're going to do this is it lets them get double golem advantage. But while we're deciding that, we then create a plan to go for their blue. So what we want to do is I take saplings first, which I don't always do, but in this case I take saplings to allow us more scout potential, because we want to do like a risky invade with 3 people. The reason we're only going with 3 people and not 4 is because while we're doing this we also want Karthus to get our blue buff. So we're trying to take 2 blue buffs at level 1. So I throw a sapling here just to scout. Meanwhile we're having our bot lane like acting bot as normal. Just try not give it away, and we place an early ward here to make sure they can't come and stop us at our blue. We send a rally atop. At this point we didn't actually know they warded this, which means it's risky when we go in for the invade. Now Rally is going to start moving to go to our blue, or our wraiths, or our will, sorry. And him and Karthus is going to take wills. Now Pete's going to move towards us in preparation to do wraiths. One thing I didn't show is that if you throw a sapling at 105, it'll still be up when the wraiths spawn at 140, because they're alive for 35 seconds. So at 105, throw down a sapling. It means it's going to stay up until the wraiths spawn. So we take these wraiths quickly. Another thing is when the wraiths are about to spawn at like 140, just before that at 139 you can throw the sapling up in the air. It just speeds up a little bit. Means the land damage is going to land faster, or the impact damage. So it's risky here. We didn't actually know they had this warded, so we're going in here, and they back up from blue. Every time we go into a blind area, we check with the Ezreal Q first. I throw a sapling in just to check they're not there, and we start this. We're quite lucky that we have a Sona Ezreal, which means we have a very fast buff here. Still risky. They come in, they Q me, and I smite it. I smite this buff. But I'm in danger of dying now. I get exhausted. If I don't flash here, they're going to chase me down. So I flash. But it's still worth it because we drag 3 people's or actually 5 people's attention at this point. And I run back and continue to my jungle. So I do double golems at this point, and I run into a hot shot. He chases me back, and I'm calling my team to come. I know my team's coming. That's why I run back in, just to draw his attention a little bit more. I know I can't die. Now my team's closing in. Karthus is coming down to catch Mundo. Mundo almost dies, but he flashes out, so he's going to get out of here. But now Chowster's in a bad position, because Chowster's trying to go for Pete, to slow Pete. And then we're going to fall up on him in a second here. He doesn't realize Karthus is there. Karthus closes in on him. He's going to fail flash. I think he actually wanted to flash this way, onto the wall. But he didn't do that. He flashes forward. And I sapling just for extra damage. Pick up the kill with sapling. Wicked teleports in to go for Sever, but Sever just runs away. So we didn't really need the teleport there, but it was an extra play. It could have worked, might not have worked. Meanwhile, I continue to do my rotation. What I'm doing here is, if I check my gold just now, I'm at 697 gold. I know that if I can stay out a bit longer, I can get enough for a Fearless Stone. So that's my plan right now. Even though it's quite risky staying this low, I want to wait until I can afford a Fearless Stone. I'm going to tackle this red buff. It's actually quite risky, but I know I can just do it barely. So I get that. Now we have 872 gold, which is enough for Fuel Stone and a ward, which is perfect. It's a really good I got that first blood.
I'm gonna burn my face now.
Let's speed up a little bit.
Because if I catch one and slow and she's 1 I can kill anyone at this moment. So they need to always be true against me.
So I'm going to run down here. I'm looking at Soraka right now. Soraka's relatively overextended. I know she wants to push the lane, and I could probably get a free chunk on her. So I want to ward the race anyway, and then I go to chunk her. Now I know she has the base. Taking race just now. Staying about 150 gold. I want to try and get oracles as early as possible. So that's my main goal right now, not to gank, just to get enough gold for an oracle.
The thing is, we know that Buddha have teleport this point, so we don't try to stop the Buddha, we only try to slow him down. My team sees the catch Muna, so they chase him down as much as they can. Muna's getting reload.
One of them was missing because Minnow took it earlier. I picked that up. Now I'm very close to oracle. I'm going to do my race first. Take my wraiths. Now I can base for oracle. What you should always try and do is try and get your gold per 10 before you get the oracle. At least one of your gold per 10s. In this case I was really lucky because I got the level 1 kill. Oh, one thing here I was noticing as well, just before it happens up here. I know while I'm basing at this point, I'm paying attention to the other lane. Because I'm not doing anything, I'm looking around the map, and I see that they start fighting top. Let's speed up a little bit. So I can see they're fighting top now. And I'm just before this, Froggen called it, he just hit 6. But he's not looking at top, but I called it, he said he's 6, so I'm now looking around the map, and I see at top, there's a chance for Froggen to use his ultimate, and I call that. LT, LT, LT. And then consequently Froggen ultimates now, and picks up a kill on Sibber. So as a jungler, when you're running back to lanes or you're not doing anything, always try and look around the map, try and see opportunities for the team. At this point I'm coming top to clean wards. I wanted to go for Mindo, but I seen the wards, so I just decided to kill the ward. Then I back out and go for a jungle. I know my race are up. Race is a much easier camp to do than double golems. So I'm dewarding us first. I actually swung back up there for the Mindo, but we called it off because we knew that the server was coming back soon. I always typically use my on big golem because it's very hard to do. It takes a lot of resources to do it. On top, take the wraiths. Then I'm looking to go for blue here, but I see that because Froggen's Karthus, he can do blue relatively easy at level 7. So I decided I'll take Wills. This is us being more efficient as a team. Instead of the jungler like going and taking the buff, it's more efficient as a team. Because I would have took more damage than he would have. And it would have wasted my time. Now I'm going to base, like because I have nothing to do really at this point. I was relatively low on mana. I just based to get full on mana and health, and I also purchased a Ruby Crystal. Because I'm going to build into Heart of Gold next. On Maokai I always go Heart of Gold and Fuel Stone into Aegis. It's pretty much the standard build on Maokai. I'll take my race just now. Now we're looking to swap the lanes up because we want to make dragon attempts in the near future. So we're swapping our lanes up, sending Aurelia top to 1v2 and then our bot lane to 2v1 bottom. Because it's getting to that point where people can start doing drakes. In mid, Froggen went on to Soraka and Mundo came in. I just came in to CC them. Wicked teleports in and then we're going to set up for a dragon. It was always our intention, because we just chunked them mid, we can now set up for dragon. Because we have Oracle, we can clean the area, and then Froggen's zoning the Mundo. At this point I have flash, so I can engage on Mundo at any point, but the priority is to secure the Drake. We get the Drake, we back out.
Teams slowly backing up. They try to get back, but just fuck it up.
Always when like you see me dewarding there, always like throw a sapling out to wherever the enemy could be, just to give yourself some vision, some security. Now I'm just staying mid with Froggen to try and help him. Make sure he doesn't get dove or pushed in. And Froggen picks up Wraith. The reason he took that there is because Monomate went for it. And it was safer for him to take it over the wall than it was for me to go in there. We force Mono to use ultimate there for pretty much no cost. Now at this point we're in like a 2k gold lead. We're doing pretty good. We won the laning phase and we also picked up a Drake. And I have an Oracle earlier than Window. Picking up red just now. I think I'm going to base now and pick up my Heart of Gold. Yep. So I decide not to go there. Oh yeah, because Froggen's in trouble, so I decide to go help Froggen. The reason I go on Soraka here is she's a higher priority target. She's their AP mid. Like this is Chaucer's support, Galio's support here. So I want to try and get the Soraka. She's the only threat to us really. Even though Froggen's going to die, she's the only real threat to us. So me and Wicked close in on Soraka. We know she has no flash because she used it earlier. We leave at this point here, because Froggen died, he's going to miss out on all these resources mid. He's not going to get these creeps. So it's better off to give him the kill. So when we see the Carousel Flip channeling, we leave for him to get the kill. He picks up the kill, and I'm going to push this up. Oh yeah, actually we're looking at for window at this point, so I don't shove up just yet. I think now we start to shove it up. I think we shove it up soon. Here we go, now we shove. We probably should have shoved that a little bit earlier. I'm basing now. So I didn't actually pick up my Heart Gold yet, and I'm going to base to pick it up. And I pick up a non-magic mantle as well and some wards. Now I want to clean wards a little bit. Always sapling checking in aggressively. We actually go for their blue here, because we knew that Mindo was low like 10 seconds ago. But he's zoning us off a little bit, and the problem is Wicked's pushed to his tower here. So like where we're going for the invade, it's good. We want to stop them getting blue buff. The problem is Wicked's pushed to his tower at the moment, and we're going to be closed in by 2 people from top. So it's riskier for us, hence why we back out here. Also, one thing to consider here is that if you look at Lulu's summoners, she has teleport as well, so it could always change into a 5v3, 5v4 situation. I tried to go for a smite steal here, but they pull it out, so I'm not in range to smite it. We engage here on window, but we decide to back off because we have no vision, and we're scared of the Lulu teleport. Now we're going for the red buff. We know they just took blue buff. We know Wicked's teleport is going to be up relatively soon, and he's advantage top because he can just keep pushing, carry pressure top. So we want to take this, but most importantly we want to draw the retention while Wicked gets free push top. A little mistake here is when Creepo runs towards bottom. He wanted to go for the Lulu, but it was a bit risky. But at this point we just want to split off and get to safety. SD flash out, it's okay, like it's a small error. Now we want to group up. Meanwhile this whole thing's going on. We're drawing the attention of their entire team, of Severs at Wraiths. Wicked's shove getting free farm and shove top. So we're actually not losing anything out of this, except a couple of summoners. So we can pretty much hold this quite easily, but I want to go help Frog get the blue buff. Just going to smite this. Smite it for him, then run back to help Pete and Cripple. We're actually looking for a fight here. Because Wicked's teleport is up, I think he's actually teleporting already. Yeah, we teleported onto the ward, we said we'll play here. We know we have Karthus ultimate, so we're 4v4 plus we have Karthus ultimate. I engage onto Soraka because she's one of the highest priority targets. She's doing the most damage, most overtime damage in this team fight. But she's just so tanky. So I drop here. They focus me down because I have Oracle and I initiated. Here comes the Karthus ultimate. We pick up 1, 2 kills. And we're going to pick up a 3rd kill now. So even though I lost Oracle, which we picked up 3 kills for it. And Wicked's getting pretty fed right now. Because he was free farming top the whole time, comes bottom, picks up 2 kills. He's getting quite far ahead now. There's a chunk in the middle. We sent Frog on top to clean out the wave because the wave was so big top. We don't want to lose out in farming, but our main objective right now is Dragon. So Frog quickly goes top to clean out the wave. Then we're looking up to set up a play for Dragon. One thing we don't have is an Oracle right now, which sucks doing a Dragon fight. But while we're doing that, Soraka tries to push up mid, and then we make a play in mid. We don't quite catch her, because I'm not in range. But I don't catch her, sorry, because I'm not in range, but Frog and Pete managed to pick up the kill. And that was pretty much free Dragon because their AP mid's down. Always like when you're looking to do map objectives, whether it's a tower or a buff or a Drake or Baron, always try to look to do something prior to that. Because that can make the objective easier. One thing I know Team Dignitas used to do a long time ago was they used to cast like all their ultimates before a Dragon fight and just force the opponents to base, for example. Now at this point I see Frog getting dove top, so I start to move there. Pete's already heading on his way up. Now I start to move up to try and pick up a kill. Pete picks up the Sever that dove Froggen. Now we're closing in. At this point, we're closing in. So Pete gets a lucky Phage proc. Phage for that one. And I'm closing in on him. I'm about to lose vision here. So what I do is, I know I'm going to lose vision, so I throw a sapling to get vision, so I can see, start my Twisted Advance animation as fast as possible. So I throw the sapling up. I knew where he was going to be, so I threw it outside the brush, and then I catch up to him, and we CC him, and I let Pete pick up the kill, so he gets blue buff. Speed up a little bit. So here, I see that red's up, and I tell Pete to go to get red buff, while I clean top lane. I base, and I buy Aegis. One of my core items on Maokai is always Aegis, so I pick up the Aegis. Now, I think we got an Oracle. No, we don't. So our objective, I think we're gonna go for blue here. Yeah, they're blues up, so we want to get them up blue. We're 4 people. We know Rayleigh doesn't have teleport, but we can do this pretty fast. I actually snagged this blue accidentally. It's not too bad, but I would prefer not to. Now at this point, we ideally should have just rushed Baron, because they would not have expected us to instantly rush Baron. But we dance around a little bit and don't really decide. Because we weren't sure why we wanted to do it, but in hindsight, we should have just started this Baron really fast, because we probably could have got it. Also, Frogman got in the blue buff. We forced Mundo to flash, and now we need to back out because we know they're all closing in on us. We know server is top, so we have to back out. And we know Lulu is teleport. So again, we drew the retention of 4 or 5 people while Wicked was free farming bottom. And even though Wicked doesn't have teleport, so we're actually at a disadvantage globally, but he's still getting the advantage because we're making things happening. We ward that just to make sure. There's a high chance they can't do it though. And here we pick up a kill on Shadowstorm. One thing you should always do is when you see like saving your Q, because it's a knock-up, you want to make sure you can have it up to interrupt spells. It's one of the abilities I max actually. I max Arcane Smash first, just because of how low the cooldown is and how much CC it provides for relatively low mana cost. Wicked just gets baited by a Cursor. So at this point we see Wicked fighting the Lulu. So I decide to head down there, or the whole team decides to head down there. What ideally would have happened is we know where everyone else was. We just seen them all mid. So ideally what we should have done is me and Creeper should have headed down this way, down this side. But I'm the only one that does it. And because of how fast, like Lulu is super fast, I did not expect it to be so fast. I think I'm going to flash over here and catch her. But no, she's too fast. I could have probably chased her and probably could have killed her, but then I'd be at risk of dying. And when you're ahead, you don't want to take too many risks, because then you're just throwing the game. At this point, I was checking. Yeah, we weren't actually sure where their team was. Turns out they were top, like waiting for Pete in here, but we didn't actually know where they were. So I sapling checked this just to make sure before we start there's no one hiding. And I picked this up for Froggen. Now we want to do invade onto the red. I think then we just call it off in group. Let's see. Yeah, then we just call it off in group because we know we're ahead of them. So we want to push our advantage. And Sever's always split pushing at this point, trying to farm up. Now we know we can engage here because Sever's still top, so we want to make something happen. I engage onto a Mindo, his Oracle is already relatively low. But the problem is, Pete's tanking tower. So we have to like turn around, focus on tower, kill tower. We pick up 1 kill and the tower. And now we need to be careful because someone has the base to catch Sever, so she can't keep pushing. So Wicked teleports top. And then now we know Sever's coming towards us, so we have to back off. We're actually a little late in backing off here. Like Pete overextended a little bit too much. And now Sever's coming in our backs. But the good thing is, because we're all relatively low, we actually bait them into a team fight here, with Wicked coming to join us. And now we turn it around, engage. And pick up 2 kills. 2 kills which we were at disadvantage of, we turned into an advantage. Because we ran away and then looked for a better opportunity. It's one thing in team play, it's always make sure you know what you're doing. Like be able to calculate it. If you're running backwards, you always have time to calculate. The good thing about Maokai here is because of his passive, the sap magic, you take percentage of your HP. At this point it's 7% of my max HP. I'm getting back every 5 spells cast. So what you have to tell your team at this point is, even though I was super low, I was on a bar of health, I just tell my team to spam spells and I'm going to heal back up very fast, especially when you have a Karthus and an Ezreal. So Gallo comes in to interrupt us, we quickly kill him. And Lulu teleports in. This is one of the big problems here, Lulu teleports in. We knew she was so far away, but but she actually teleports right on us while we're doing it, so she's going to poke us a lot. And Pete should have just came inside here, because then she'd have to come much further in, but he stays outside, which allows her to pick up a kill. I get knocked up by Baron and consequently die to Baron. But luckily we still get Nashor. Pick up the kill and now we have to run away. Now at this point we're really far ahead. This game is pretty much ours. And we have 505 Aurelia, 725 Karthus. And I'm really tanky, like the main tank really is quite tanky. So now we're going to clean. Oh, we're going to take that back a little bit there. Play it. Okay. So right now we have to group up. We just came off. Yeah, sure. And we're going to group up. Well, everyone else to base first, so we're basing up first, and then we're going to group up. Because now we know we're way stronger than them. We still have Nashor on some people, and we want to look for a fight. We know we're way stronger. So we have to push and make things happen, force them into place. So I'm going to push top. I'm cleaning out this wave top. I'm the only one that needs to do that. My team's going to hold the wave mid until I get closer to the tower. Wicked has teleport soon, so he's going to keep someone bottom the whole time. And I'm going to push the wave in top. Then the team's going to come meet with me. I push it in, get it to tower, and the wave's at top now. So we get free tower. Now we have quite a large wave coming with us, and we're going to push it, keep pushing in. Wicked's staying bottom the whole time. He's actually distracting 2 people at the moment, and he has teleport if anything needs to happen. We're going to keep shoving. We're going to force them to come top. So it's pretty much a free tower for us. Now we see them pop Sivir ultimate, but we know Lulu's not there at the moment. We do know she potentially has teleport, but we know she's not there at the moment. So our objective here is just to run back out of tower range. It means they're going to have to run through Karthus all the time. So this is actually quite a bad engage by them. They're chasing just a bit too far. They're trying to make something happen too much. So now we see Lulu teleporting in to come help them. Or is this Wicked? I'm not quite sure. What do we have here? Yes, that's Wicked. Wicked teleports in because they tried to make something happen too much and they weren't close enough to get their CC onto our carries. They overextend past the tower, Wicked comes in behind them and locks them up. And now we're just cleaning up everyone. Lulu is actually still bottom at this point in time. Still doesn't have his teleport up yet. This is the advantage of split pushing. You can always force someone else away from the map and then teleport to the team fight when it starts. So we pick up 2 kills relatively fast. And now we pick up the tower. But at this point I noticed that Sivir just shows spell shield. And the tower is very low. So I know that as soon as we kill this tower I can turn around and chase down Sivir. We killed tower and I'm chasing Sivir. Twisted Advance is almost up. I think it just comes up, yeah. And now Twisted Advance. She cleanses that but then gets Karthus walled. And we pick up another kill. Now it's pretty much game over because they're dead for... Actually we pick up the Void here as well. We score an ace, they're dead for 20 seconds on Soraka, 15 on Galio. So we're going to pick up an in-hit at least here. And I think they call GG at this point. Yep. I think we base here and then they call a good game. So one thing to remember on Maokai is you're more of a supportive jungler. you're not building carry items. You want to go like Aegis, Randuins, Shurelias. Try and get that early oracles, but sometimes you can go Abyssal against double AP. You can go Abyssal if your mid laner's not getting it, or your top laner's not getting it. It all depends on the team comp you're against or with. And yep, there's the GG. So that's it for my Razer Academy video. You guys should check out Chowsters, I believe he's doing one next. You should check that out. Thanks for watching.